Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel, Spiritual Justice. You know that is Quita, or you can call me Quita, the one with do I answer to both. Please like, share, subscribe, donate. Excuse me, all that good jazz. I gotta work on my throat chakra. We're gonna be talking about the Satanic Epic by Neil Forsyth. I think that's his name. I could be saying it wrong, but this is the book right here. Hopefully I can get it in the camera the way. Not this phone that shows up stuff better. Let me see if I can go on another site and pull the book up. Oh, excuse my pen in the background. I'm printing up some stuff for work, so hold on. This shouldn't be too much longer. And we're going to discuss this book because this has been coming up for months now, and I have not talked about it. I have not acknowledged this, so I'm just going to talk about it because I feel led to talk about it. Oh, here's a better view of it. The Satanic Epic by Neil Forsyth. Okay, so I looked up what this book about. I didn't read this book personally, but it's saying it's to talk about the fall of man, the reason why he was kicked out the garden, and it's a poem about Satan. It's a lot of different stuff, but it says that your enemies are reading this book, and I don't know why. It's something about this book that your enemies are getting inspiration from. And then they knew Satan. I guess they figured because Satan didn't beat God in heaven, that he's a God of this earth and not of heaven. I mean, he's a God of your, like, the holy God is a God of your thoughts. But, I don't know, it's some weird revelation I'm getting like that. Like, they believe since Satan was cast to the earth that this is his realm and he gets to rule forever. All of this, and that's not what it is. The Holy Spirit said they're getting twisted ideas from this particular book. Even though after leaving they felt rebellion in heaven, he is cast into hell. Because he refused to submit to God. He utters a lie, the famous line that it is better to reign in hell than serve in heaven. So he wants to be, so in order for him to be a God, he has to be on earth and not in heaven. Because he can't, there's already a God in heaven, but realistically, God is the ruler of everything. And it's like it reminds me of people, or narcissistic people who have a tendency to think that they can force themselves to other people, make people do what they want to people, and it's just sick. It says the plot is realizing that he cannot defeat God through direct force. So the devil is never direct. He cannot be direct. He's not direct. Satan infiltrates the newly created heaven. Earth shape shifts into a serpent and tempts Eve to eat the forbidden fruit. So that's the basis of this. This book is for somebody was asking for answers, and God said this is the book this is something that your enemies, your opposites pulling inspiration from, but this is also a book to help you to understand why Satan is so alluring to some people. It's helping him to understand why. I think this book is to give you insight as well. It's not to inspire you to do anything. The Holy Spirit said it's going to give you some insight. So somebody needs to read this book, or somebody needs to Somebody needs to either read this book, buy this book, or something towards this book. Take it how it resonates. If you ain't feeling this message, then it's probably not for you. Somebody said they said if you think this book is entirely about magic or something like that, but it's not. It's a book that breaks it down. Religion and the clash of egos and the clash of minds and beliefs, basically. So, yeah, it's some follow-up books that you could read to go with this book. The Satanic Verses is one of them. I don't know. It's the Holy Spirit is dealing with someone. They're really trying to. It's like, why do people? I guess somebody's trying to understand why the devil is the devil. It's the same thing. Like, we have good and bad within that we get to choose. We're free will. We're the gods of our own worlds, of our own destiny. And when we don't have control of our life, of our destiny, that means somebody else is controlling it. And that's our particular God. Even if you don't agree, but you have to take control of your life, of your destiny, if you don't agree with the way your life is going. But somebody is deeply wanting to understand the depths of why people would choose evil over good. And I can answer that. A lot of people choose evil over good because it's easy. It's like when I was in my lower self, and when I was, when I was living I won't say satanic life, when I was living a very karmatic life and had divine purpose and I had gifts and stuff, but when I wasn't understanding myself fully and fully aware of thyself, it was easy to give into my feelings, I didn't give a, if it hurt your feelings what I said, I didn't care. You know what I mean? It's easy. And then it became so easy to me, so it was just boring. Like why am I like this? Like, why do I keep doing this? Like, it was just so boring. And that's why some people would have said to me it was boring, and I didn't like the way people responded to me after they see my very raw side. I didn't like the way I was responded to, so I didn't. I'm not saying I didn't. I vowed not to share that side. I vowed to not to let anyone have that control over my body and my emotions, over the way that I feel, because there's too much to give away. It's too precious, and then I have to rebuild myself after them over again. You know, when you have a meltdown and stuff like that, when you have temper issues, you have to constantly rebuild yourself, because that takes a lot. Having that kind of flare up, it takes a lot out of you. And so I didn't want to have to rebuild. It was like too much. It's not because I'm lazy. It just took too much energy when you could be, you could just easily, like, you know what? I see where this is going. Let me go, move on to something else. I could be doing something else. I put my, you know what? Y'all can have it. You know what I mean? Like, I let people eat a lot of shit, and it's not because I'm weak or because if I take it there, if I take it where they take it, I'm gonna win every time. I don't care if you got a gun, a knife, whatever. I'm gonna win every fucking time. And so that's why I don't take it there, because it's an inevitable battle that I'm gonna win. Because you can shoot me, my adrenaline be so much until I get through doing what I want to do to you, then I'm not gonna never stop until I'm done. Until I complete. If I see blood, that's what I want to come from you. That's how it used to be. I'm not gonna stop until I achieve my goal. That's just the way I'm built. So that's my crazy. I know my crazy. When people say I'm not crazy, no, everybody is crazy. You just gotta know you're crazy. When people say I'm not crazy, That's why I say I never say I'm not crazy. I'm not that kind of crazy that people try to make me out to be. I know my crazy. That's why I said I know my crazy. Everybody's crazy. Everybody had their own crazy. And I know my crazy. And I know how to contain it. I know when to leash it. I know when to, I just know. And I healed myself from that version of myself for the simple fact I never get anybody that type of control over me. Never. Never. And so... Oh, excuse me, y'all. I never get anybody that type of control over me. So, sense of dwelling or trying to go back to that, it's just dead. There's a part of me that's dead and gone. It's just, it's gone. It's healed. If I ever get that angry, which I never will, I let you too far deep. I let you too deep into me. And I will never do that ever again. And so I never let people opinions and things. People like, oh, it don't matter her. She don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck because I can't afford to give a fuck. Because if I give a fuck, y'all gonna see me on Snap. Y'all gonna be like, ooh, dang, I ain't never. She on another level. So I ain't trying to even go there. And I know my type of crazy. Yeah, I know my type of crazy. And so I just don't let people take me to that type. I don't give people the authority to have that type of power over me. That part of me is healed. I can say, and so people try to touch that every day, all day. They try to use it, like spiritualists, everybody that want in the spiritual, they try to use it all day, and they're like, dang, that girl ain't budget. I'm not, because the amount of energy it takes to rebuild yourself after meltdown. Ask any person that has anger issues. It's a lot, and then it teaches you to be more intelligent and understand your surroundings and yourself better. And so that's the reason why, one of the reasons why I chose to sin, even not consciously know that I'm sinning, but I just didn't like that side of me. I didn't like it because I own it, because that's mine, One of my exes used to be so, like, they were so toxic. They thought, like, every time I got mad, it was cute, because I would walk by, sell him out, and he was like, it was cute because he can push, I know what to do to push Quita button, boom, and he'll do it just to see me go off, because that's the type of control somebody has. He know what to do to piss me off, and he would laugh every time he get a show. He ain't gotta watch TV. He could just push Quita button, and I don't like people having that type of control over me. I had to learn myself. And then a lot of people the way I grew up at until I was 10 years old, they was, oh, she just like her mama, and they thought that was offending me. That didn't offend me. I know my mama type of crazy. My mama was a Virgo. I know her type of crazy, and I know the reason why she did what she did, because she always explained it to me. And I know she was being truthful, because her actions matched up with what she was saying. So I know where I come from, and I know why I was the way that I was, and it was just something that I had to overcome. My mama didn't get time to live out her life to overcome anything that she had, that she was supposed to overcome, because she didn't get to live long enough to do that. So I know where I get it from. And it's not, I didn't make excuses for it. I just changed it, because I'm like, no, that's not going to work in this new world. I looked at it, I said, that's not going to work for the future me. But a person who I want to become is not going to work for me. What the things I want to achieve is not going to, that version of me is not going to work. So I killed it, healed it, and then moved on past it. And that's the point of ascension. Everybody have like demonic ways or devil ways or karmatic ways. We all have them, and a lot of people is addicted to that adrenaline. A lot of the people are addicted to that kind of drama, that kind of mess, that kind of gossip. I wasn't. It made me sick. After I did what I did and I got the reaction I threw up. It made me physically sick, and that's why I changed my body. My soul's like, no, you can't do that. You can't do stuff that harm you. You're going to be a brand one day. You're going to be something one day. You can't do that. So it made me sick. That's why I ascended. It was a conscious decision that's not who I wanted to be. Okay? So a lot of people get stuck into cycles they didn't mean to be stuck into it, but they do get stuck into them because it's just that they're normal. Like, you ever people like, why y'all still do that? Oh, it's just tradition. Or that's what they, oh, she always like that. Oh, he always like that. They always like that. That's not always a good thing, depending on what it is. Some people, oh, they always been anchored like that. We go through that every about 2-3 months. He'll be fine. She'll be fine. Then she'll go back about 3 months after that. She'll be back doing the same thing. You know how some people can just predict it. That's how, and they just get caught up in cycles because, oh, that's what they don't even push themselves or challenge themselves to be better. And so when that starts to happen, when somebody starts to settle in that mediocre energy, they'll start creating generations that repeats that cycle, or they'll start doing more low vibrational things to fulfill that adrenaline, to fulfill that kind of aspiration or inspiration, or that kind of feeling. And when you're dealing with people who are used to fulfilling their fleshly needs, that's why a lot of people will descend and go harm a child, or eat a child, or overpower a child sexually, or go rob a bank, or do something like anything that's against another human being, even against yourself. When people do stuff like that, they haven't mastered the flesh. And so a lot of people who are fleshly led, especially by emotions and feeling this feel good feeling, yeah, they have to do things to continue to get that high. It's like somebody want to be better than somebody at competition. Some people are addicted to competition. Oh, I need something to be I need to be inspired by somebody else, and I just want to compete with that person. They get inspired by that because it's a drug. It's what drives them. Healthy behaviors doesn't drive them. They love old habits. They love old routines. And they kind of like, they do it so much until they master it. You're like, why nobody don't see this? What I see? Because they're master put on the show. They want you to see it because they want you to be the only one to see them, so they can, it's like a competition. What you gonna do about it? Yeah, it's me. What? Everybody else? Oh, that person's so nice. That's why. It's their mastering being a fucking demon, a lower vibration, lower aberration. They're mastering. It's a high, it's a feeling. They like the rewards, they like the benefits that comes with it. They like it. They like that. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. I got so much going on with my throat. Y'all know it's the full moon, right? And it's like 2017 where I'm at. So it's the full moon. This is May 30th. The 31st is the full moon. I'm on the 30th. Today's the 30th. So I'm recording this. So they're probably doing a lot of throat chakra magic to try to shut me up, because all day I was fine until I got on the camera. And I recorded some other videos and nothing was going on. It's the moon magic. Used to it. But and that's why some people, like this billionaire and these people that's in high positions, they're so used to having their way, and especially with Donald Trump and what we're witnessing with Sean Combs, a lot of these people that they throw tantrums and they're like, we can see you. They don't care because they used to people looking at them, they getting away with it, like they do it, and like they're used to getting away with it. That's why they're like, is we being punked? No, we're not being punked. This is people who created these bad habits, and they were used to being rewarded for them instead of punished for them. And so when somebody do something, well, they're mistreating me in jail. Well, if somebody mistreat my friend, or if I think somebody's being mistreated in jail, then I'm going to help them. That's because that's what they do. They feel like they're celebrities, or they feel like they had a higher status than you, so their moral compass doesn't have to be as high as yours. That's why. And it's easier. You like, dang, is that easy for them? Yeah. You gotta understand, the reward system and the behavior system plays a big role in the way that people act. Just like you can see it on TikTok. If you like this video, if you share this video, if you save this video, then we can, we can get these You'll get more points, you'll get more rewards for doing it. We can see that you're a real person, this and that. And it's a reward system. That's what it is. Just like if you go to work and you get paid on Friday, you work all week and you get paid on Friday, your reward is your little piece of paycheck. It's the same way. If I reward people for going out there and say, okay, go out there and just harm someone, and I give you $2,000, it's the same thing. They're going to keep doing it because they keep getting money, keep getting reward. It's the same thing. Where bad behavior is being rewarded and is not being reprimanded. That's why a lot of justice system laws need to change. That's why a lot of the way we think and operate within the United States needs to change. That's why Donald Trump, he think he can get into office and become president and that people don't have the power, which is crazy because you're there for the people. And he could just, I'm the president, he gets certain treatment, and he only gets treatment if we say he get treatment because we the people have the power. And yet we still don't understand it. We still let him do whatever. And they want to go through all this, oh, we want to do this the right way, this and that is, when the judges and things don't want to stand up for us, and it's how we can overthrow the government. And it's not nothing because the government is supposed to benefit the people. And not just one set of people, but one class of people. It's supposed to make try to be that a system to make everybody whole. And when the system is not making everybody whole, then we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. We really do. And so we are witness at the time where we are witnessing people who usually gets away with bad behavior, and I don't care. They don't care about that. Why is it more over here? They don't care about the fact that you see them because I'm the president. They don't care about you knowing or seeing their bad behavior. They don't care about that. Why would they? They've been getting away with it for so many years. That's why when justice finally comes, they be in so much remorse, like, I'm being picked on. Yeah, they feel like they're being picked on because they usually get away with it. And when we stop idolizing celebrities for being celebrities, it's one thing to look up to their work and say, okay, that person is very talented, but who are you aside from your talents? Are you a good moral person? Are you and it's not our job to police, but it's some spiritual people and some beings on this face of this earth that are like gods. They're born into these bodies to pass judgment on others who, that commit acts against humanity. And people don't understand it. Everybody want to be judge and jury, and that's not how that works. Everybody is not chosen because everybody don't answer the call. Everybody don't want to heal themselves to answer the call. They just want the benefits of being a judge, and that's not how it works. That's how narcissistic people are born. And so that's what it is. What? Okay, so yeah, y'all, that's the, I don't know who needed to hear that, but you gotta excuse my daughter in the background. She having a time by herself, but that's the moral standing of this whole situation. That's just what it is. That's what people do. That's who they are. They don't mind doing these things or being these type of people because they always been rewarded. And if they're not rewarded, they're never reprimanded. So if you're not reprimanding bad behavior, if it's a system, it's a flaw in the system that allows this type of behavior, they're gonna exploit that and hop horn on it. And that's what you're looking at it with President Trump. And I hate to keep saying Trump, but he's just so loud with it. He's so big and bold with it. That's what you've seen with Sean Combs. Oh, I'm sorry that I shouldn't have hit her. But yeah, you mistreated somebody else's daughter. You did these things. And you said she was down for it. But if somebody do your daughter like that, then you want to be gunning them down and doing all this gangster stuff about your daughters. So why did you treat somebody else's daughter like that? She's somebody else's daughter. They're somebody else's daughter. And then he upheld the one because of her rap career or whatever she had going on. He upheld that particular person And she does bad behavior too, low vibrational behavior. And people like, that's why we like Carisha. I don't care what you like Carisha about and her family about. That's low vibrational stuff. We from Miami, Florida. I'm from Florida. A lot of people is from Florida. It don't excuse bad behavior. I know it's a way in Florida that we talk. It's a cultural thing. It's a way that we move because, you know, we part of our environment. And certain things you just can't change. It's just your environment, you know. But when people purposely put other people's daughters in harm's way and think, oh, I'll just make you eat my... That is rape. And people are like, oh, we love Carisha. That's what she wanted to do. But you don't understand the magic that was done behind the scene with Carisha, Diddy. Y'all don't understand to the extent of what it was doing and to the extent of what these girls went through. Y'all don't understand that. And that's why I would... If she say she's a girl's girl, she's never... To me, Carisha is not a girl's girl. And I don't dislike her, but I'm never going to stand with evil, with wicked things. I'm never going to stand. I don't care how much... You see how Megan, the thing with Tory Lanez is going on, and everybody want justice for Tory. Well, not everybody. Certain people want justice for Tories, and now she's coming out with all these tours because she went through this major breakup, which a lot of people saying it's a PR stunt. I don't know. I really don't care. But I'm using that, and that now she's going to use all this publicity. Now they're going to push her down our throat. Oh, how good, how sexy, how good her body look. Y'all need not to be fooled by that. You need to, if she's lied and put an innocent man behind bars because he figured out a way to make money, and so he could become a billionaire. But before the owner who she sold her soul to, yes, she sold her soul, and she's a product. She's a puppet too. If y'all not going to call a spade, what are we doing here? Why are we here? If you're not going to call somebody out on their bullshit, if she lied on that man, I don't care. I don't know what else Tory did. I don't know what else, but nothing else is out there. It's just that if she lied on him, she needs to be dealt with. And people like, oh, you did this to Megan because she made good music. She make you feel good. Whole while this person is a demon behind the scene. And y'all appraise that. And I'm not a hater. Like, Megan go hard with her versus this and that. But if she plotted to put an innocent man in jail just because of money, that's highly demonic. For the love of money is the root of all evil. You know what I'm saying? And y'all would praise these same people. Y'all would praise these same exact people up and down. Y'all would spread it. Y'all, and I see it online all the time. Some Clay supposed to have cheated on Megan, which I don't care. I don't believe it. And if he did, somebody said they was getting triggered. But to be honest with you, the Holy Spirit had been showing me behind the scenes. I don't know why he always showed me Megan behind the scenes, but Megan was raped, and she don't talk about it. That's why she was talking about, I don't even chase liquor, because one of the men she was dealing with, because of the way she carried herself, and I'm not saying men should violate women because of the way they carry themselves, but the spirit in which you move in. You don't see me going around with little skimpy stuff on and doing all like that. And no kudos to her if that's what she want to do. But you have to understand, when somebody don't have the fruits of the spirits, when you're not protecting, you're doing demonic things, what do you think is going to happen to you? It has nothing to do with the way she's dressing. It has everything to do with the way she's moving, her intentions, the things that she did behind the scenes. Nobody knows that. That's why certain rappers treat certain people that she dated treat her a certain way, because she was out here being a whore. She was, and that's her prerogative. But don't make somebody feel like you're in a relationship with them and then try to play them and act like you a pimp. That's not a pimp, baby. I'm telling you, my sister used to be a pimp. These niggas all knew about each other. I told her, you ain't no real pimp if all these niggas ain't know about each other and they stay in their place. That's a real pimp. If you got to lie and cheat and you player, you're a liar. That's not a real pimp. Real pimps, all their hoes know about each other. Everybody, okay. It's a conscious decision. They didn't take somebody's right away from them to know. And now, if you still want to deal with that person after then that's your business. You know what I mean? But that's what a true pimp is. They don't they don't do all that. And my sister was a real pimp. It's like she had hoes. And they knew about each other. What's up? Yeah, that's a real pimp, and getting money. That's what it is. That's what that is. And I'm not glorifying that, but it's funny because you don't know what people own or agree to if you don't get an option to agree to it. But if you're behind the scenes and manipulating, deceiving people in the system, if she committed perjury, she should go to jail. And they're promoting her, and they're gonna continue to promote Caresha. What I tell you? Hold on. They're gonna continue to promote Caresha because of her bad behavior that she did behind the scene. Certain people know what she did behind the scene. A spiritualist, maybe I'm the only spiritualist that know, because even these spiritualists be putting her music, I'd be like, oh, the spirit ain't in that. That's when I they may say some true stuff, but I stay away from them because they haven't tried the spirit, by the spirit, to see if that spirit was of God. Period. So I stay away from them, especially when they're crazy, like scamming. Well, what do we need to do that for? We're supposed to be honest people. You're taking money from real people. Robbing doing that from a store, and that's different. But scamming people, doing stuff to people work hard for their money. And how you treat people matters. Spirit ain't say nothing about no corporations or nothing like that. That's different. That's on a whole nother spiritual plane. They find you, they gonna prosecute you. They don't need your help prosecuting nobody. You know what I'm saying? But people, individuals who are struggling, who's doing, day-to-day life and trying to live, spirit, that grieves them, because when somebody's hurting in the kingdom of God, we all hurt in a specific way. We all hurt in a particular way because that person need that. That person, depending on, they worked hard for it. And that's why I can't, even I catch myself saying it because it's catchy. It's all people like, well, if you ain't like it, why you listen? Why you singing it? They shove it down your throat. You could go on Instagram, go on TikTok now, and I'm not even on Caresha page. I don't even listen to nothing of Caresha, and she'll pop up. I block all Peach's page, and she still come up on other people's page. Peach's McIntyre, because I see the demons. I see them. Y'all may not have the gift to see them. Y'all may not have the discernment, but I see them. And they still pop up on your page and shove that stuff down your throat. And I have to catch myself because I'm like, Holy Spirit, I just took a break from social media. I look up specific stuff to keep my spirit clean, because that type of stuff ain't good. Listen to that type of stuff, that a lot of people gonna go to jail. A lot of people gonna be hurting other people. Listen to scamming and people making videos out of it. That's what we're trying to get rid of. Why do you think Donald Trump is the way he is? He's a scammer. He's a booster. Where all that? She with Trump. And people like, she with the black community. They all do. Trump is the same thing. He's a thug. He's a scammer. He's a liar. He's so much more. And that's what Trump is, and that's what she represents. That's why it befools me. Like, y'all hate what Trump do, but you will listen to that particular music and you say, oh, Donald Trump wrong for what he doing, and Caresha not wrong for making that song and glorifying that type of nonsense. It's nonsense. And Megan, she just wrong. She put what I know to be true. She lied on that man. And y'all will glorify these people. And this is why we get 10 steps ahead and then 15 steps back, because y'all see these people, her body look like her body teeth. And people don't have teeth body. When she get old and shriveled up, her body not gonna be teeth. And she's still gonna be putting on that mask, kicking on that makeup with pimples in her face, because she do have acne. She do have acne. And then, like, y'all don't want me to get to talk about people. I love Megan, but her body, like, y'all don't want to know my opinion about that. Y'all gonna swear I'm hating that. I'm really not hating. It's just what I see. And so let's move on. So when these people are doing these things, and when somebody comes out like, well, she lied, and there's the evidence, or there is some truth to it, nobody wants to explore. Nobody was listening when L.A. Carter was saying something. It's the same thing. Tory Daddy said something. He got on national TV and said something, and told you, shout out Rock Nation, shout out Jay-Z, who he knew did what they did. Nobody took ear to that. Everybody was like, oh, that's crazy, and they went back. But P. Diddy locked up for some stuff he did do, that he proven that he did, and free Diddy. This is the reason why this is why Donald Trump is president. This is why. If the people is going to uphold scamming behavior, uphold bad behavior, That's why he's still in the White House. That's why he's the people that really value morals and being fair to everybody. That's why we have such a hard time, because we have people who are just like Trump or worse than Trump. Black, white, green, yellow, Asian, I don't care. It's the same spirit all the way around the board. That's what y'all fail to realize. It's a lot of people that's reptilian, that's black people, and it's harder to see in black people. And that's why y'all be like, oh, I didn't know. And when somebody tries to come tell you, you don't even bat an eye. Oh, you just hating on that girl for what? She full of demons. She like to fuck dogs. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Scared of that? Jealous of that? Y'all really don't know y'all people who y'all. She was in Diddy room fucking dogs. Who? Yeah. Y'all don't want to hear when us spiritualists be talking about stuff like that. Y'all don't want to hear when I say Michael Jackson sold he was a pedophile too. Oh, LaToya came out with it. It's not too far fetched. His daddy was a pedophile, and oh no, Michael was a gym, so he had autism. Michael eventually sold he was a pedophile. Nobody wants to admit it. Nobody wants to say nothing. Even LaToya Jackson came out. I'm not even talking about. I'm talking about what the Holy Spirit seen me. What I seen in the Spirit. When Michael Jackson was supposed to have died, he didn't die then. And then they had that man talking about he died with a laser. They killed him. They didn't kill him. Michael Jackson tried to extract his karma. And then some spiritualists got a hold to that ass, and he really did die after that. They play with y'all. They don't play with me. They play with y'all. They don't play with me. They play with y'all. They play in your face every day, all day. Until y'all get more spiritual, until y'all really want to hear truth, until y'all be truth seekers, until your moral standards come into justness, we're going to always have a scamming ass president. We're going to always have a president who can play in our face. We're going to always have musicians, artists who can play in our face, who can fuck our children, who can eat our children, who can get away with child slavery, who can overpower and rape men and drug them. We're going to always have that. We're going to always have that as long as we as a people allow them to do that. When we get the right just people in the right places, then America have a chance. Then we'll be united. Right now, we're not united. It's good against evil. Y'all so used to evil putting on a show and body being tea and talented and playing in your face the whole time. They call y'all idiots. They call y'all stupid. Oh, all I got to do is give them a good 3 months of Megan shaking her ass and twirling her body around. They'll forget about Tory. Tory will be right stay in prison. All Carisha got to do is keep talking about scamming, and y'all forget about what she did with Diddy. Carisha said she liked to be pissed on. Nobody asked her. She wasn't under an investigation. Nobody said, oh, Carisha, do you like to be pissed? We didn't even ask this question. We didn't even want to know. We didn't even care to know. But that's what came out of her mouth, and then she recanted. So, and then she told, oh, Diddy will have you on your knees eating by 12. Like, girl, that's rape. Girl, are you okay? Are you cool? But nobody catches these things. Nobody says nothing. People are so scared to speak up against these people. I'm not. Because I'm not going to be a fan. If the Holy Spirit actively let me see. It's like Beyonce. I used to love Beyonce music. And I tell y'all, that girl was molested she was doing her daughter do this and her wifely do this for her dad at a young age. Okay? It's not no hearsay. It's factual. Okay? And then on top of that, when you see how damaged these people, oh, she can sing this, the devil can sing. The devil is very charming. The devil is very beautiful, very charismatic. It's not hard. This is why people do evil shit, because y'all don't hold them responsible. Y'all don't, when somebody come out and say, hey, it's like that lady came out, the drama came out and said Beyonce did witchcraft over her. And really, most of these people, these women like other women. They don't like men. They don't be any better. Y'all think, oh, Jesus, Beyonce's on love. They don't. He like dick, she like pussy. That's what it is. If we be around, so if they were regular people, that's what they would be doing. They wouldn't be, you know what I mean? Anywho, moving on. But when the drama came on and tell y'all, and then went to court about it, y'all like, oh, it's because somebody she was with Beyonce. She was making money. Her and Beyonce was fucking. Like, what? She had that. A lot of people had Beyonce. She had that. And y'all, oh, she get us. Like, that girl is a drama. She's not a singer. She's not getting out and saying she did what she came to do. And y'all act like because Beyonce is a mega star that other people don't have like morals and integrity. They don't have things about them that's going for themselves. They don't have millions of dollars. They don't have stuff going on for themselves. And y'all, oh, she jealous. That's the first thing you peel back. Let's, from now on, we're going to take the jealousy label and we're going to really put it in the garbage. We're going to put it, it's Basuda. We're going to just put it in the garbage and we're just going to look at everything for what it really is, for the truth that it really is. Okay? I don't think it's too many people in the industry that's really jealous of Beyonce. Let's just be honest. I don't think it's too many people in the industry that's jealous of Jay-Z. Let's just be honest. I just at this day and age, it's so many people you can get on. You could be a star any way you go, and then people have so many gifts just because somebody is not being shoved down your throat on the stage, shaking ass, popping and doing all that. Like, I can pop, I got a big booty, I can shake. I really got ass. But even before I had the stomach, before I had the kids, I was shake better than Beyonce. Like, let's be honest. And it's not to compare, but y'all act like people be so, and we done that, then they be boring. Like, men like something they can hold on to. A real man gonna want something they can hold on to. Please. All that young, oh, you look nice, it's cute and all. And then when really got hold of these thighs in this stomach, they know what it is. Anywho, so at the end of the day, people don't really be jealous of these. So a lot of people be telling y'all the truth and y'all throw it away. It's like, why was nobody believing Alucard? Everybody want to say that now. But the same people who were saying that was the same people that wasn't believing. Was the same people that didn't know. Was the same people. So don't get on this thing. They get on here and act like, oh, what? It's because people are telling you. Tory Daddy called out Jay-Z. Tory Daddy called out Rock Nation. Y'all thought the man was crazy, just grieving Tory because he in jail because he was guilty because his son was guilty. And that wasn't the case at all. Ali Carter been shouting from the rooftops there was children in the containers. Y'all didn't believe until it came on. Trump found a bunch of bodies and nobody was outraged about the dead kids in a container, one of those containers full of children. Nobody was outraged. I was disgusted. Nobody was outraged. It was on the air for like maybe 24 hours and then it went away. Nobody else talked about it again. I have not heard about it ever since then. And I was just like, damn. And the girl was right. This is why. Because we idolize people who we don't have no spiritual insight. We don't care. A lot of us, I can't say we because I do care. And I do have spiritual insight. Y'all don't care. Y'all don't have spiritual insight. And y'all are just, oh, they're the new hottest thing. Oh, that music make me feel good. And it's just magic and demons that's making you feel good. It's not really the music. It's magic and demons. Sorry, not sorry, how she said. Sorry, not sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I'm not. I'm sorry that you're sorry, but I'm not sorry because I have to deliver this message. And if you want to shoot, like I said, God shoot back. Don't play. God shoot back. And so, that's why people, because they're being rewarded for being evil. That's why they continue to be evil. That's why the devil is who he is, because he knows he can't get back into heaven because he committed the ultimate sin of not being forgiven. And really, the devil is, Satan is really teaching you about human nature. That when humans go real dark, and when humans are balanced, and then when humans are angelic, it's telling you how the fluency of the soul. If you really want to break some stuff down, if you really want to be correct, politically correct. If you want to be politically correct, it's telling you the fluency of the souls. When somebody chooses to sin, this is what it look like. When somebody chooses to descend, this is what it look like. They're evil, they do all kind of stuff behind the scenes, and then they come on and put on a good show. They know they have to keep their body tight because that's what y'all like. They know they have to talk a certain way. They know they have to put on in front of the camera. They knew they have to, or shut the fuck up. Beyonce just shut the fuck up and y'all just make up excuses or make up stuff about whatever, and then she gets away with it. she gets away with it. They have so many different strategies. That's what a publicist or a PR for. That's what that stuff is for, to clean up people's messes. But if we had more spiritual people and more people who were morally just, they would have to come correct. But they don't have to come correct because y'all, well, my scamming bitches gonna go, y'all. That's what y'all want to hear. That's what y'all want to hear. My cookie is my cookie is the most expensive meal you ever eat. That's what y'all want to hear. And somebody else could think that, when they ate the cookie was trash. But she'll have you believe that it's the most expensive meal that you'll ever eat. And it's just like, girl, you're a liar. You lie. You put a black man in jail and they already got it bad. Like, and it's not like he did it. If he did it, he deserved to be there. But y'all go behind the scenes and murder people, have people do certain stuff, and then just so you can keep a clean image instead of just telling the truth. But for the love of money is the root of all evil.